So, we're talking about something important today, okay? Right? It's why the fuck are dual pistols so bad in Warframe? And yeah, you could use anything in Warframe, right? But the thing I have an issue with, right, is that there's no point in using these fucking guns ever. Like, literally ever, right? What do they tell us Akbolto do that other weapons don't do? You're telling me this is it? They're a fucking... That's all they do? And then they just fucking... You also have to click manually, and I don't have a macro, so I'm trying to learn how to play mouse and keyboard finally. I'm gonna bite the bullet. I was playing Overwatch and low key. I didn't feel that bad on mouse and keyboard. Like I was low key fucking them up. Yeah, I felt pretty good. I was little confident, so I'm gonna finally try and make the switch right to mouse and keyboard. But enough of that bullshit. Yeah, these guns are just not good, right? They have some of them have cool augments like the Akshigara. Uh, what's it called? It's basically like surrounded from Destiny, but it's a mod, right? But the mod is like I don't know if they fixed it. I know it was like broken, right? Fuck this game. I don't even know what kind of damage this does. This tells you there's no research going on. Like I'm not looking any of this up. I don't give a fuck, right? So it's basically like reverse surrounded from Destiny. If you don't know what surrounded is, it's basically you gain a damage boost when damage boof. Yo, but basically when enemies are within 10 meters, I don't even know what my hotkey is for waypoints. So is it Q? No, Q's gear wheel. It's not Z. V is crap. Why is V toggle crap? I gotta fix my keybinds. Alright, but you can see we walk forward and then you lose it, right? But another problem with this gun, right? It's a fucking semi-auto, right? This is a PvE game. This is not a PvP game, right? For the PvE part, can you just give us a built-in hold the fucking fire key on semi-autos or burst weapons and then just shoot? Can you just do that? Like, the amount of people who have like carpal tunnel and like stuff like that, it's just an accessibility thing, right? Just make it fire the fire rate that appears on screen. I don't think that's a crazy thing to ask for. I don't know why games just don't do that. There's a reason why people use macros and stuff like that. It's because people like play games a lot and they don't want to get fucking carpal tunnel, right? So one, that's already a big problem because a lot of these secondary pistols have the issue where they're semi-autos or there's some bullshit like that, and you have to constantly press the trigger over and over and over again. Fucking another great example, Vasto. Gotta press the trigger manually every time. You're not gonna sit. People sit in missions for hours in this game. You're not gonna sit in a mission for hours with a gun like this because you're not doing that for like 5 hours straight. You're not. With enemy density and stuff like that, you're not, unless you're playing Disruption. That's the only reason you could bring a weapon like this anywhere, right? I would bring a weapon like this anywhere. But the issue is that is you can bring any weapon into Disruption and make it work, right? Disruption's a great game mode. I love Disruption. But like you can use anything in Disruption, and that doesn't mean that I don't think you should be able to use this shouldn't be like the UB is in Disruption. No, that doesn't matter. Fuck that. You can use like anything in Disruption basically. As long as it, has some decent single target damage, you can make it work, right? But it's like let's go what's what other ones? One of the only ones I think is good, right? Dual Toxis, right? This, yes, it's also a single shot fire. The only reason this one isn't trash is because it has the Incarnate where it turns into the death machine, right? Like, that's kind of like, I don't even have I think I had the Incarnate, I just didn't put it on it yet. But, Twin Gremlins, another one. Why would you use this? Why would you use this? Why would you use this? The other thing about these weapons, they just don't have anything cool about them. A weapon like, at least the Dual Toxis, right? It has a cool passive, right? You hit an enemy, you get the fire rate bonus, infinite ammo, and bonus toxin. That's cool. That's an actual cool thing, right? I gotta lower my sense low key. Like, this is way too high. I'm not gonna lie. I cannot aim with this, especially with that recoil. Golly, but right. Like, it's just, there's nothing cool. Let's look at the Twin Gremlins. There's nothing cool about these guns. Nothing cool about them. Sestra, nothing cool about these. Just the Syndicate buff. That's it. What else? Aximati, nothing. Right? Like, there's nothing cool about any of these guns, right? Let me... Actually, wait. I want to show... The only one of these that I think is actually, like, kind of cool is the Axe Stiletto, if I can find it, right? Right here. The only reason I say that is because the axe loaded on a mod with Deimos. It gives ammo efficiency while airborne, and with the addition of a camo slip shot, you can already kind of guess what's gonna happen. Yeah, just fucking like it just it's kind of cool. It doesn't fire that quick, but it's like infinite ammo is still like a cool thing, right? This is a cool little quirk about the weapon. Like there's things like that. I just like that kind of stuff in weapons, right? When weapons have weird quirks and stuff like that, it makes me want to go and use them. I'm not gonna use the fucking Haiku Prime. I'm not, right? The only reason you would ever use a weapon like this is for a concealed explosives meme build, right? That's the only reason you probably would use something like this, right? Like ever. That's really the only like thing, unless they do a change or something. They're giving out the Haiku or something like that. For I've read about and like the thing I saw Haiku was in there. Maybe they're gonna do something. Maybe it gets in the card soon. I don't know, right? You never know with DE. But this is like the only kind of cool thing, right? And this sucks. You have to use like Toxic Lash to make that work, right? But you have weapons like, what is it? The Azima. This is a cool weapon. It fires the disc and the disc starts shooting at enemies. Like, I would at least give this, like, a thought of using. The Athadai. You get a kill with this on a headshot, you have 0 recoil, you get the fire rate, and infinite ammo for 8 seconds. And you can't use the alt fire, which is like a... What's my alt fire button? It is that. It's like a beam, a short beam. And it just goes fucking... right? Like, things like that are reasons why I would want to go use a weapon. Maro Detron. Or Tenet Detron. My Tenet Detron's just in the fucking foundry. It's been in there for like over a year. I just haven't fucking taken it. But I'm not getting rid of it. This thing I can't get rid of this. Like, this is just like a weapon that has to stay. Right? Like, it's just, you know, you gotta keep it. But where is it? It is... Where is it? Why can't I find it? Thermomagnetic shells, right? Damn, I got 62 of them. All that index I was playing. So, if you don't know what this does, you get a kill. It does a magnetic AoE explosion that does max enemy health. The only issue why these mods suck is because they scale off normal enemy EHP, not steel path enemy EHP. So this weapon, unless you use Toxic Lash, it's not going to be very good with this. But you see what I'm saying? It's still something there. Like, there's something there. There's a reason I would use a weapon like that is a cool mod, right? It's something, right? These weapons are just so fucking boring. The Ashigara, right? This mod is not cool or interesting. It's just a straight up damage buff, right? Like, I get it, yeah, a buff's a buff, right? I'm not gonna complain about that, but it's still like, there's nothing cool or interesting about this. It's just surround and spec reverse, like, you know. Another weapon, Twin Viper's Wraith. It's crazy that they don't get the mod that the Viper Wraith has, which is I actually did a level cap with the Viper Wraith. That was interesting. It wasn't, you know, let me just show the forma on that really quick. I know we're kind of just jumping all over the place and like schizo talking, and this is gonna be a bit of a shit post, but the Glock with the switch, like, come on, that shit looks clean. Like, that shit looks clean. Come on, right? Look at the Riven, fucking, look at that. This build surprisingly worked at level cap. It, like, hilarious. Yeah, infinite ammo for 2 seconds on headshot, right? That's a cool reason to use this weapon. It's something. You can see all I've said is like infinite ammo stuff, right? But fucking another weapon. Steiner Gamecore. It's an Incarn weapon. That already makes it more interesting than everything else. Catabalist. You have a really good weapon for this thing, and I don't fucking use it. But I don't know if they patched this. If it works, it's ever worked on the explosion. I actually don't remember. I didn't test it that much. But this weapon, I don't know why it doesn't tell you here. It should. I don't know why. But how it works is, you shoot it, right? There is some really weird bugs with this weapon, like it doesn't have punch through. Even if you slot punch through, it doesn't work. It has built-in corrosive, another big thing, right? You're gonna reload it, throw the sack, and it blows up and does a decent AoE damage, right? Isn't there an augment for this thing that I'm like forgetting about that makes this weapon like way stronger? I'm pretty sure there is, right? And that's why people like went crazy for it. Wait, am I stupid? I think I'm stupid. I think I forgot about it. I could yeah, okay. Each kill increases up to 300. Yeah, that's the low. That's OD. Actually, that's fucking crazy. Look at the base stats. Where are they? I can't find it. Okay, you see, this is just with this. It gets ridiculous. Okay, that's all you gotta know. It's fucking right. It's cool. Sepulchrum, another weapon. That's kind of cool as a secondary, right? We're gonna go here. Fucking Alright. See if I can somehow get a kill, because. So I could just show the all fire. Oh my god, you fucking stole it. Maybe I should have put a mod on. This is probably unmodded. I'm not even gonna lie. Alright, we just gotta get one. We gotta get one. Come on, come on, come on. Alright, this is another weapon that suffers from the awkward single fire thing, right? But you see, you get it. You get to full charge it. Fuck that. We're not showing that. But, okay, I'll just explain it. You get charged and you fire out little seeking missiles, right? That's how it works. It's kind of cool. Right, that's how that works. Nell Prime, you get a headshot, it turns into an infinite ammo fucking... Fuck. It turns into this thing, right? Turns into a full auto fucking thing, right? Goes from sniper to that. Pretty fucking cool. Pandero, you can drop the whole mag, fucking... Right? Just fan the hammer, right? Pretty fucking cool, right? Just boofed. Alright, let's take off the Tor because you're pissing me off that I'm not spawning and equipped with it. Occucore, another weapon. You get kills and then it turns into like a fucking... Alright, let's reload quickly before... You see, you get beams. The more beams you get, increases the damage with a mod. And you get ammo back, and you can see it fucks pretty good, right? Especially with armor strip. 1 mil AoE heat dots is pretty cool with no viral, so you know the weapon is pretty strong. That's another interesting weapon that's cool, right? See, like, these weapons are just fucking boring, right? Let's go back to the orbiter really quick. We've been rambling for about 12 minutes. I'm not gonna ramble for too much longer. But you can just see my point. These weapons are fucking boring. Like, there's nothing cool about using them, right? Like, despite them not being good weapons, and I've already, I think, established that, or like they're bad. The carries. This is a cool weapon. It's a fucking AoE dual pistol rocket launcher. That's cool as fuck, right? That's a cool idea. I like that. I like this. Good idea. Cool, right? But I know these are old weapons, right? But like, why the fuck would I use this? 2.2 status on a puncture weapon with shitty crit? Like, there's no reason. There's no reason at all. Like, alright, shotgun pistols. Let's look for the... Okay, one of them that's actually cool and is worth using. The dual Comac. Twin Gricadas, these are okay. You can make these work. There are also the Gricadas. It's, you know, funny weapon. Twin Comac. See, this is another cool weapon. Doubles their volley on each successive shot. You're shooting. It's like, it works like the Kuva Comb. It just goes fucking doo, 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 and it just you let off rounds with this thing. Like, it's a really cool weapon. Built-in punch through. Crazy status. This is a really cool weapon, right? A cool weapon that's actually worth trying and using. Twin Roga. This is like, just as cool as they look. It's just a shotgun pistol, right? There's nothing cool about it. It's just a shotgun pistol. I get it. There's not every weapon isn't going to be a fucking really like the Zymos. Not every weapon is like this, right? But it's like they've gotten better over the years. But you could just see the old weapons just fucking lack. Like the Stubba, right? This is just a fucking pistol. That's it. It's just a pistol. There's nothing cool about it. It's just a fucking pistol. And then you get something like this, the quads. What does this do? I forget what this does. Auto hip fire, aim fire, semi-auto, 4-shot instant burst, stuff like that. Like, there's something unique about it, right? Like, there's stuff about this. Like, it does something different. Right? So, that's just, like, what I want to say, right? Because it's like, why the fuck would you want to go and use the Vacor Marilock. Actually, you can. This is kind of cool. You can make it into like a shotgun pistol with the shrapnel mod. Where is it? Nice typing. Shrapnel rounds. Right, and you could turn it into a shotgun, which is actually like kind of cool. So maybe that's not like a. Maybe that was a bad pick. Maybe that was a bad pick. Where's it? Racta Ballistica. What does this weapon do? Nothing. Ballistica Prime, on the other hand, that's kind of cool. It makes clones when you get killed. So that's actually a pretty cool weapon. But it's not great, but still, it's cool. It does something cool. That's really all I'm asking for. It's just these weapons should get looked over and given a cool passive or something to differentiate them. Because as of right now, this just feels like a normal shooter where it's just pistol that does the same thing. Pistol, 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 pistol. This gets crazy crit number, so it differentiate. That's different. Where else? Pistol, 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 pistol. Where else? You get what I'm trying to say, right? All these weapons are the fucking. They're basically just a clone of the same weapon, right? There's nothing different or cool about them. They're just boring ass weapons that you don't want to use because they're just fucking boring and like they're stupid, right? So yeah, that's my whole point with this. Yeah, I don't like these weapons. They need to be reworked to give them a cool passive to make them kind of cool. DE will never do that because they won't. There's no point in them doing it. There's no reason to waste development time on stuff like that, right? Like I get it. It's a huge game. You can't do stuff like that. Like, but even like a mod, I know they've been doing it slowly, giving cool augments, right? But they're giving augments to weapons that are already kind of cool, like the Catabalist, the Sporothrix, right? Like these weapons already are unique in their own way. Give us some unique mods for shitty or unoriginal, boring weapons that make them unique. I would much prefer that over them just giving good mods to make good alright weapons good to really good weapons, right? Like the Akicore wasn't good before because you would lose the buff, right? Now you keep the buff up at all times. It's a really good weapon, right? But before it wasn't. It was cool, but you just couldn't keep up the buff at all times, so it lacked. Now it gets the extra crit and all that. It's crazy strong now, right? But you can see my point. Like, yeah, that's cool and everything. I do like that, making a weapon that is almost good really good. But these weapons that are boring as fucking shitty, they need help. They need help even more than that weapon does. So I would much prefer if they gave help to those, because there's only 2 augments per season, right? And the seasons are like fucking like 2-3 months or however long they decide, right? So it's like we don't get them that much. So I just wish some of these weapons, or we can just get like a dual pistol mod, right? That would just help all the dual pistols, because these weapons just suck, right? They're boring. I don't like them. There we go. That's the video. Thanks for listening to my dumbass rant. All right, bye.